as you can see, thinking about what else I need to... By the way, there's a chance that it'll randomly mutate as well. And you'll get one of these. Symptoms. I haven't leveled up any symptoms because the more you level up things, the more it may become noticeable. In the case of coughing, I'll level that up because it doesn't really become noticeable just yet. For now. But you don't want to level up too much because what would happen is, as the mutations start kicking in, as it starts mutating on its own, it'll start pulling in higher symptoms and they'll start catching on as a result. So don't overdo the symptom area just yet, but don't ignore it either at the same time. But yeah, other than that, I do think we're good to go. Might use this as well, but I don't know yet. I think probably going to see about more of air and water too next. But there are levels, like you can level them up, which is really nice, and it'll make them better and better, as I said. But that's the basic premise of the game. Like, things are not as easy as it looks. This is normal difficulty, which is the second easiest one. And speaking of the mutations, I am going to see. Do I want to get rid of that? Yeah, I do, because it's not exactly... Yeah. By the way, the plus DNA, 2 DNA you get from devolving something isn't always applicable. Sometimes you'll have to give away DNA points, so you gotta spend wisely in that case. But, let me see... Okay, I got 20 now. Can I... Oh, wait, no. I can get a little bit more. Get a little bit more. Now, transmissions. I'm gonna go with air. No, I'd rather go with water too, so that way it increases the odds of something heading to Greenland. By the way, this is the other screen. When the cure is in effect and all, or if you want to get a better idea as to what countries are infected and what aren't infected, or like say for example, you need to know who's still kind of. It's a great way of finding out. Okay, this is the deal with the cure, and this is the deal with the population. So as you can see, everything seems to be all set to go. I mean, you can find out all the necessary information here. And it really will be something, excuse me, you'll fall back to at various points in the game. But with that in mind, not much left. I think I've explained everything there is to explain. I know it took a long time to explain everything, trust me. And there's going to be more explaining to do with this game later on. Also, wow, is this thing starting to spread? The thing is that every pestilence has its own traits. You saw the bacteria has its own climate adaptation hardening thing. Not the other pestilences and plagues don't have that. So you have to keep this in mind. Now, I do think there's not that much left. How much more? Okay, there's not that many more left. It seems like Central Europe is having an issue with spreading, so I think something's gonna have to be done about that. By the way, you can see that the map also gives you good ideas to who's starting to spread rapidly. You can see a bunch of red down here. I'm glad you can see my mouse too for this. It's not like with the other games where you couldn't, but because this game heavily uses a mouse. The mouse is, you can use the keyboard too, but I highly recommend the mouse because of the clicking of the bubbles and stuff. And like I said, you're gonna need every inch of those. But anyway, let's see what I can get now. I think I'm gonna get that, and I have enough for this. So that should do it. I now have Extreme Bio Aerosol, which, as I said, having that maxed out will really help. Now, I don't want to go down here just yet, as he says, as he accidentally... I'm just double-clicking for some reason. I kind of want to refund that, but... let's refund that. But I want to go for Drug Resistance 2, perhaps. And maybe Heat Resistance 2. I don't know yet. I don't think it really needs to be done, Heat Resistance 2, because it seems like it's spreading just fine. But yeah, island countries like Madagascar, New Zealand, the Philippines, sometimes Japan. As I said, Greenland and Iceland. Island nations like that, the Caribbean, all these islands are going to be annoying for you to get, because just on the basis that they are not easy to score stuff in. So I know beyond a shadow of a doubt you're going to struggle with those. If anything kills your runs with Mega Brutal or whatever, it's going to be those countries. So you have to keep in mind to get this... Nope, I don't want to do that yet. You have to keep in mind to level this up as much as possible if it's available, because sometimes you're not going to see stuff available to you at the start. It's gonna gradually open up as you pick more stuff. But let me go ahead and get drug resistance 2, so that way that's dealt with. And let me go ahead and get livestock. And I think we may have gotten to the point where we can probably just sit back and let the thing do its job. However, that anemia one, I don't think I want just yet, although yeah, I don't want that just yet. I will, however. Let me see if I can... Can't really do much else. The only other thing I'd want is sneezing. And maybe in the rash. Now's the point where I'm going to start leveling up symptoms. But I'm keeping my eyes peeled for any other bubbles. Speaking of which. So now I can go for sneezing. And go for rash and increase the infectivity a bit more. Sweating... is also helpful. The ones that specifically go for... actually, I think I may as well go for pneumonia now for this. The things that specifically go for infectivity and not lethality are what you want to go for. And then you want to go for lethality later on. And trust me when I say it, the two symptoms that show up here are what you're going to want to target when you're at that point. Because they kill. I'm not even kidding. Now they know that I'm around, which I kind of didn't want. But they're not gonna, because of the fact that I'm mostly harmless at the moment, they're not gonna go too crazy. But now they know that I'm around, that the plague is kind of a thing. So now I'm gonna get the skin lesions. I apparently can't speak worth a damn. Let's see. Cis, sure.